Hi there, I'm Casey Worley, and welcome to another episode of the Community Show. On today's show, we're going to have news and events from Floyd, Wythe, and surrounding areas on today's What's Going On. Then we'll move on to sports action, with sports from Floyd, Fort Chiwell, and George Wythe High Schools. And then finally, on Something to Chat About, we will have Citizens Techno Professor team as our first three guests, and then we will move on to a healthy living tip with Lanice Anderson. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Welcome to today's What's Going On. We will begin by discussing Wytheville news, sponsored by the Wytheville Enterprise. A Wythe County sex offender pleaded guilty on Thursday to illegally being on school property earlier this year. In a plea agreement with the Commonwealth, 43-year-old Joseph Dwayne Kuick was given a 1-year jail sentence and will be on probation for a year after his release. According to the Commonwealth, Kuick went to Spiller Elementary School in Wytheville to drop off and register 3 children on March 12th. In a police report on the incident, Kuick said he did not know that he cannot be on school property. Virginia law bans sex offenders from being on school property. According to the Commonwealth, Kuick was convicted of aggravated sexual battery of a minor in Giles County Circuit Court on May 22nd of 2002. He was given a 10-year sentence with 8 years suspended and placed on probation for 10 years. In 2009, he was convicted of violating these conditions of his probation and placed on indefinite probation. He has another probation violation hearing set in Giles County on October 16th, according to court records. Moving on, Wythe County 5th graders stepped back in time Wednesday when they participated in an agricultural field day at the Willowbrook Jackson Umberger Homestead Museum. Throughout the day, these tech-savvy students learned how their ancestors survived old school. Without electricity, without the internet, a telephone of any kind, computer games, and Snapchat. The field day was sponsored by the Wythe County Cooperative Extension Office and the town of Wytheville Museums. Character building, positive self-esteem, discipline, and military training are among the life skills members of the local U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps are learning. Staying in school and maintaining a 2.0 grade point average are also required of the 14 young people in the 1st Virginia Battalion. The Naval Sea Cadet Corps was commissioned in 1958 under the endorsement of the U.S. Navy. A unit is structured along military lines and headed by a commanding officer. Sea Cadet units are organized as either divisions, squadrons, or battalions. It is open to young people ages 13 through 17. The Naval League Cadet Corps is ages 11 to 14. A Pulaski County man has been arrested and charged in connection with the early Thursday morning break-in at a Wythe County store. Howard Samuel Cole, 31, also faces charges in his home county. According to Chief Deputy Keith Dunnigan of the Wythe County Sheriff's Office, a call came to the Emergency Communications Center at 4 a.m. reporting a window in the Hilly Haven Market had been broken out. Responding deputies met with a store employee and determined that numerous cartons of cigarettes had been stolen. Dunnigan reported investigators later discovered that evidence linked the Hilly Haven case to an attempted breaking and entering and a stolen vehicle case in Pulaski County the same night. Investigators said they were able to identify the suspect in both jurisdictions as Cole. Cole was arrested and charged with felony destruction of property, breaking and entering, and grand larceny. He has also been charged in Pulaski County. Next, a dispute among neighbors led to charges against a 44-year-old Wytheville man. Timothy Dunford of Raccoon Road is charged with 2 counts of brandishing a firearm and assault and battery. Sheriff Doug King reported officers were called to Raccoon Road around 5:11 p.m. He said that one of the victims told officers that he was walking across Dunford's property when Dunford came out of his house with a rifle. A female at another residence told police that Dunford also pointed the gun at her. Dunford was taken to the New River Valley Regional Jail in Dublin, and he's being held on a $1,000 bond. Already charged in Wythe County with similar offenses, a Radford man is accused of bilking investors out of more than $590,000 with promises of high interest return on investments in his company, and is now facing federal charges. In an indictment returned on Thursday, a grand jury in Roanoke charged Charles G. Shomo, 63, of Radford, with 3 counts of mail fraud, 2 counts of securities fraud, and 1 count of money laundering. Charges were placed after an investigation by the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the Virginia State Corporation Commission, the Commonwealth's Attorney's Offices for Giles, Smith, Floyd, and Wythe counties, along with Sheriff's Offices for Giles, Smith, Floyd, Wythe, and Pulaski counties. Moving on, we will now discuss Floyd County news, sponsored by the Floyd Press. In Floyd County, there is an increasing availability of fresh local food. A thriving farmers market has been operating on Saturday mornings for the past 4 years. Good Food, Good People aggregates fresh food from dozens of local farmers within a 50-mile radius, thus reaching a wider range of markets and consumers. Meanwhile, Plenty works to provide fresh produce donated by local farmers to Floyd residents who financial or mobility challenge has made it hard to obtain fresh local food. Some local farmers are worried all of this could change depending on how the Food Safety Modernization Act of 2011, FSMA, is implemented. As mandated by the FSMA, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has published proposed rules for produce safety on the farm and preventive controls for food processing and handling facilities aimed at reducing the risk of foodborne illnesses such as Salmonella and E. coli. As currently written, the proposed rules entail substantial costs to growers and processors of fruits and vegetables, and this could make it hard to stay in business. The FDA is seeking feedback from all stakeholders on how to reduce the risk of these foodborne illnesses without placing undue burdens on the farmers and entrepreneurs who are providing the growing supply of fresh local food. The National Sustainable Agricultural Coalition and other farm and food system advocates have analyzed some 1,200 pages of FDA proposed rules, identifying areas of concern and developing guidelines for submitting comments. In order to protect farmers and these local food entrepreneurs and find win-win solutions, citizens need to send comments to the proposed rules from as many producers, consumers, and other stakeholders as possible by the close of the comment period to the FDA. November 15th is the date for that comment, at the end of the date for that comment period. Toward that end, there will be a public information session on the FSMA proposed rules on Thursday, September 26th at the Floyd Country Store beginning at 6 p.m. with a potluck dinner. The presentation will begin at 7 p.m. and will include an outline of key issues reflecting on potential impacts by several local farmers and entrepreneurs, and guidance on written and submitting comments to FDA. Several local residents have now reported being stopped by the man in an unmarked car, and investigator Jeff Dalton said today that the incidents have been occurring for a month or more. On September 17th, a woman was traveling in her vehicle on Franklin Pike and Floyd at 10:58 p.m. when a man in an unmarked car got her to pull her vehicle over. The man had a blue light over the sun visor of his car, as some police officers do, but he was not a police officer. The man came to the car and asked for the woman's driver's license. The woman said the man gave the license back and told her to turn her car off and come back to his vehicle. The driver had stopped her car in front of Skyline Nursing Home. When employees from that business came out, the man then got in his vehicle and drove away. The woman described the man as having a reddish beard and wearing some sort of gray uniform. Since that incident was publicized, investigator Jeff Dalton said the Floyd County Sheriff's Office has received more calls. The man has now also been described as having a stocky build. Another woman whose vehicle was stopped by the man on the Blue Ridge Parkway said he asked to search her car. When she said no, he drove off. Dalton said at least 9 people have been blue lighted and have been asked to pull over their cars over on the side of the road. Only a few have seen the man face to face, he added. 2 of the vehicles were stopped around 2 a.m. Another woman said she encountered the vehicle, which all have been described as being a small car, between Topeka Church of the Brethren and Midway Grocery. After he would pull them over, the man would then turn his blue lights off and then go on. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Sheriff's Office at 745-9334. Roanoke, Virginia, WSLS, a Media General NBC affiliate, today announced its current retransmission consent contract with Dish expires on September 30th at midnight. And at this time, it appears unlikely that a new agreement will be reached. If a new retransmission consent contract is not reached by September 30th by law, Dish cannot carry certain local television stations owned, operated, or serviced by Media General Incorporated on its satellite system. General Manager Lisa Wilcher said, "Our television station has been an important part of the community for 60 years, and it is unfortunate that Dish does not recognize our fair market value." That is all for today's What's Going On. You can find out more about these topics and more in your local newspaper.
United Country Blue Ridge Land and Auction Company, a national franchise with offices across rural America with over 20,000 listings and 400,000 buyers. New in 2013 specialty property groups, including farms and agricultural, luxury and premier, recreational, and country homes. Find your freedom. Own your lifestyle. United Country Blue Ridge Land and Auction Company.
And now for sports action, beginning with football. On Friday, September 27th, the Floyd County varsity football team will be taking on the Blacksburg Bruins beginning at 7 o'clock p.m. This game will be broadcast live on Citizens CCTV 20, 23, and online at citizens.coop. The George Wythe Maroons will travel to Patrick Henry on Friday, September 27th, and the game time is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Moving on to volleyball, Floyd County hosts Roanoke Catholic at 7 p.m. on Thursday, September 26th. The George Wythe volleyball team will be playing October 1st at Chiwell at 7:30 p.m. You can catch Fort Chiwell varsity girls volleyball team against Narrows at Fort Chiwell High School on Thursday, September 26th at 7 p.m. The Fort Chiwell volleyball team will compete in an invitational match against Northwood on Saturday, September 28th, beginning at 9 a.m. at Northwood High School. In golf, Floyd has a match against Patrick County at Old Mill Golf Course on September 26th, beginning at 2:30 p.m. The Fort Chiwell varsity boys golf team will have a conference tournament at the Draper Valley Golf Club beginning at 10 a.m. on Thursday, September 26th. Moving on to cross country, the Floyd cross country teams will participate in the Bristol Cross on September 28th with race times beginning at 11:10 a.m. George Wythe has 2 meets this week. First, on Wednesday, September 25th, the varsity cross country team has a meet at Galax beginning at 4:15 p.m. and then travels to Tennessee for a meet on Saturday, September 28th, beginning at 10:30 a.m. And that is all for today's sports action. Check out these sports and more on your local high school's website.
Chantilly Farm is an outdoor special events venue located in the beautiful mountains of Floyd, Virginia. From small gatherings to large festivals, Chantilly Farm is the perfect venue for outdoor events of any size. Chantilly is home to the annual Bluegrass Festival, the Floyd Auto Fair, Floyd Oktoberfest, and many other great events. Contact us to learn more about planning your next outdoor event at Chantilly Farm.
Floyd Express Market at 609 East Main Street in Floyd is your local convenience store serving Floyd County since 1989. They offer easy access to both gas and diesel pumps and is a Virginia lottery retailer. Their deli, open daily, specializes in barbecue sandwiches, hot dogs, and homemade biscuits with ham, sausage, tenderloin, steak, chicken, and gravy. Floyd Express Market is open Sunday through Thursday, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 5:30 a.m. to midnight.
Welcome to Something to Chat About. Our first guest today is Liz Spangler, who is a PC repair technician here at Citizens, and we're going to be talking with her about her background and kind of what she does here at Citizens. So thank you for being here today, and tell us, what is your background of working with computers?
Well, I attended ECPI College in Roanoke, did the 2.5-year bachelor program. Afterwards, I worked with a local business and did PC repair there. Now I'm at Citizens doing the same thing.
Great. And what made you want to get into this field of PC repair?
Well, when I was younger, it just came easy for me working with computers, and it seemed like a good industry to be in because it's constantly changing and definitely on your feet all the time.
Right. And how is working at Citizens so far versus working at the company you were before?
It's really fast-paced and it's always something new. You get to work with the community a lot, which is something that I enjoy doing.
And what kind of troubles are the most common that you get calls on or get people to come in with?
Here lately, it's been the FBI virus, which comes up and tries to get people to think they violated some law and have to pay a certain amount of money, but definitely do not give in to that.
Okay, and can you tell us some of the services that are provided by the Citizens Techno-Professor team?
Well, we do basically anything. We can do diagnostics, check if you need more memory or hard drive space. We definitely do the virus removal, which is probably our biggest one we do.
Well, great, and I appreciate you coming in and talk with us today. And if you have any Techno-Professor problems, then you can give Liz here a call or our upcoming guest, Matt, who will be talking with some of the same questions with him. So stay tuned for that. All right, and welcome back to Something to Chat About. Our next guest is Matt Carr, who is another PC repair technician here at Citizens, and we're going to be asking him some of the same questions that we asked Liz. So welcome, thank you for being here today, and tell us, what is your background of working with computers?
I've worked with computers for about 7 or 8 years now. It first started as kind of like a hobby, just something to do on the side, something to tinker with, but over the years it's kind of developed into more of a skill now. Okay,
and what's made you kind of want to get into the field of PC repair?
I would have to say it was when I started at Roanoke College. My freshman year I got a job in the IT department there, and that really got me involved with that, and I learned quite a lot of stuff there.
Okay, and how is working at Citizens versus working at Roanoke College?
It's actually a completely different environment. At Roanoke College there was a lot of office work, and all the computers were basically the same. It was a lot of everybody on the same domain network, things like that. While here it's a lot of personal computer stuff. You see some of the same issues, but a lot of different issues as well.
Okay, and what are the most common troubles that you experience within PC repair?
A lot of them are viruses. You can get them from pretty much anywhere. We've had quite a lot of different viruses. Also just slow computers, PC tune-ups, things like that. We get a lot of those.
Okay, and I know people can bring their computers into the office here at Citizens, but do you all do home visits?
Yes, we actually do home visits as well, and we offer almost all the same services that we can do in-house, we can do at home as well. We can do PC tune-ups, help set up wireless routers, help set up printers, anything like that. It's just a little more convenient for a customer if they don't want to bring in their computer.
Great. Well, I appreciate you being here today, and you can find out more information by coming into Citizens' office or by calling 745-8324. So stay tuned, and next up we're going to be talking with Matthew Cox, another PC repair technician, about our newly launched security system. So stay tuned. Ray's Restaurant in Floyd has a full lunch buffet Wednesday through Friday and Saturday night. We have seafood on Friday buffet, and we also offer a senior discount for lunch. Then on Saturday's buffet, children 6 and under can eat for $4 or eat off the menu. Try our famous Hatcher Burger or one of our super salads today. You need a caterer? We can do it. We also offer a full-service bar. Come out and eat at Ray's. We're located 2 miles north from the light on Highway 221. Welcome back to Something to Chat About. Our next guest is another one of Citizens Techno professors, Matthew Cox. Thanks for being here today, Matthew.
You're welcome.
We're going to be talking about Citizens' recently launched security systems. So, Matthew, tell me a little more about the security systems.
Well, as you know, Citizens prides itself on providing advanced technologies to our customers. And we recently decided that another good opportunity for our customers would be able to provide them with 24-hour monitored home security system. The system that we are installing is built by a company called Honeywell, which is a very well-known name in the security systems business. And this system is a very customizable system. You can start out with a basic package, which consists of a control unit, 3 door or window sensors, a motion detector, and a remote key fob. That system can be built upon to include such advanced things as remotely controlling door locks through your cell phone and a whole host of other home automation type opportunities. So it's a really great system that's scalable to the customer's needs.
Right, that's great. And now, is Citizens security systems different from other security systems that you see all the time?
Well, security systems technology has been around for a very long time, so the technology itself may not be that new. What sets Citizens apart from our competitors is the fact that we are a local company and we have unmatched customer service. So you can feel comfortable in knowing that the person that's in your home is trained and certified with the Department of Criminal Justice Services. We're your neighbors and we can help you at any time of need, and that just goes a long way with our customers. They're used to that and they just wouldn't trust anyone else.
Great. And you've mentioned the home. Is security systems available to businesses?
Security systems are available to businesses. Right now the system is scalable more for a small business, but with citizen certifications we are able to provide a system from the standard home up into large businesses.
Great. Does Citizens install these systems, or is it an outside company that installs them?
Citizens does not outsource any of our services. Installation is provided by experienced licensed technicians that work for Citizens. And also we have 24/7 monitoring by a licensed company, and we are all Citizens based.
Great. And the big question, is it expensive?
Actually, it is very affordable. One of the things that our customers really like about all of Citizen Services is the fact that they can bundle and write one single check per month. Well, the security system is just another added piece to that, and depending on what services you currently have with Citizens, you can get a monthly monitoring contract starting at $19.95 a month, which is very reasonable. And based on a good credit check, you can even get the equipment with a 3-year agreement for free, including the installation.
Wow. And how do we sign up to get a security system?
Well, the best thing to do is to drop by Citizens' main office here in Floyd. You could also call and talk to us over the phone, but coming by is one of the best ways. We can demo the equipment and even set up an in-home security evaluation, which wouldn't cost the customer anything, and we can really address the specific needs for each individual customer that way.
Great. Well, I appreciate you coming by and talking with us about these security systems.
Certainly. Glad to do it.
Great. And stay tuned. Up next, we will have another healthy living tip with Lenise Anderson.
Hi, this is Lanice Anderson with another healthy living tip for you. I'm sure you've heard that we all need to get 5 servings of fruits and vegetables in every day. Some experts even recommend getting more than the 5 servings. Goodness knows there's no shortage of a variety of tasty fruits and vegetables for us to have, but some of us still have trouble getting 5 servings into our meals every day. Here are a few helpful tips to help you get into the 5 a day or even more habit. Plan to eat a serving or 2 of fruit with breakfast every morning. Half a grapefruit, an apple, or a handful of berries in your cereal is a great choice. How about a vegetable omelet? If you continue this throughout the day, adding fruit and vegetable to your meals, you'll easily get to your 5 servings every day. With all the talk about carbs, it's important to remember carbs are energy for the body, and the carbohydrates found in fruit and vegetables are great energy sources. Combine them with a serving of protein like cheese, yogurt, or peanut butter, and you'll also get lasting staying power. The recommended serving size for fruit and vegetables can actually be pretty small. Unlike with some other foods, it's okay to double up when you're getting fruits and vegetables. Serve yourself a cup of broccoli or tomatoes instead of the standard half-cup serving size. You'll find you get to your 5 servings in no time. Another great way to get your serving of fruit and vegetables in is to use them as ingredients in things that you're already making. Why not make zucchini bread? You'll get your serving of vegetables and your serving of grains all in one dish. Or how about adding applesauce to your baked goods? If you're not crazy about the way some vegetables taste, find ways to put them into things that you're already making, like grating carrots into your spaghetti sauce, or making mashed potatoes out of cauliflower. Be creative. There are all kinds of great ways that you can sneak vegetables into things that you're already making. Our bodies like variety, so set a goal to try a new fruit or vegetable every week. One good way to do that is to buy produce from your local farmer's market when it's in season, or take a trip to a grocer that specializes in foods from other cultures, like an Asian or Hispanic grocer. You never know, you might find a new favorite. Getting in your 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day is easier than you think. Keeping an open mind and using a little bit of creativity, you'll see just how simple it is. This is Lanice Anderson encouraging you to step up and get your 5 every day. Remember, it's your choice and it's your life. This healthy living tip of the week is brought to you by Dr. Lanice Anderson and the Healing Tree Wellness Center. When you think health, think Healing Tree Wellness, where the impossible is possible.